Family greetings and welcome to another edition of KSOL Black Talk Radio, the new black media. Today is Saturday, February 16, 2019. Unfortunately, a judge overturns the $37 million wrongful death award to the family of Korryn Gaines. You remember this sister of ours who the police entered her home, and while she had her son in her arms, they shot and killed her. The judge has now overturned that wrongful death award to the family. Let's get into this story. It's an unfortunate story, but in this system of white inferiority, of white racism, and definitely of injustice towards black Americans, the American descendants of slaves, we are again targeted with injustice by this so-called justice system. But let's get into the details. So family, according to the Baltimore Sun, a Baltimore County judge has overturned a jury's decision to award more than $37 million to the family of Korryn Gaines, who was shot and killed in 2016 by county police after an hours-long standoff. Judge Mickey J. Norman announced that Corporal Royce Ruby, who, according to court documents, shot Gaines twice, was, quote, entitled to qualified immunity, unquote, in a nearly 80-page ruling. Did you hear that? Entitled to qualified immunity. This is what they come up with. These are the terms and conditions that these white racist judges come up with, shenanigans on how to get these white officers off from taking accountability for what they do. White judges across America, in my opinion, have mostly turned out to be KKK members in black judge uniforms. It's disgusting, it's disgraceful, it's shameful to a country that touts itself on being great. This is an injustice system that we're dealing with, and we constantly keep seeing these white racist judges who come along after the fact and overturn these cases to where they put black people out in the cold. Every single time. This is the type of justice, or so-called justice, that they keep unleashing to black Americans. American descendants of slaves, in particular. ADOS. So, basically, meaning that Ruby is shielded from liability for civil damages since he was acting in his capacity as a county police officer. So let's just get this straight. Judge Mickey J. Norman announced that Corporal Royce Ruby, who according to court documents shot Gaines twice, was entitled to qualified immunity, meaning that Ruby is, quote, shielded from liability for civil damages, unquote, since he was acting in his capacity as a county police officer. Now that doesn't even make sense. It just sounds like the judge is using their powers to make this case go away and definitely not allow this family to get justice. This judge is using semantics, some trickery of words, to get you to believe that this is a right thing when it is flat out wrong. This is flat out wrong. How is a police officer shielded from liability for civil damages? I wish Johnny Korryn was alive and well today to put you white racist judges and you white racist prosecutors and you white racist police officers on notice. Black people, we need to do this across America. Put them all on notice, because it is obvious that this justice system is ran by the racists. And it's an evil system. It's an evil system. The system never has given black people real justice. Ever have I seen it in my lifetime. These racist judges are so sickening. And you wonder why we can't get our system in place. You wonder why it's so jacked up. So, I digress. It says, additionally, Norman, a former state trooper. So, this judge was a former state trooper who can identify with these police officers. So, of course, they're going to side with them. But anyways, Norman, a former state trooper, noted that Ruby's actions were, quote, objectively reasonable and did not violate Gaines' Fourth Amendment right against unlawful seizure, as her family had claimed. Well, her family claimed correctly, and just because you are the white media, we're not going to report it the way you want us to. You guys just get away with this kind of shenanigans when it deals with American black descendants of slaves. You guys always have done this to us. You've shown us that you don't operate on a righteous system at all. It has nothing to do with righteousness. It's an evil system. A very evil system. The physical evidence is that she began to raise the shotgun. Corporal Ruby believed she was about to fire the shotgun, which could have injured members of his team stationed in the hallway, Norman wrote. Well, number one, those police officers should not have been stationed in her hallway the way they were. That was wrong in and of itself, especially when she was holding a young child. If these were black officers and this was a white girl holding a little white baby, do you know that these white people across America would have been asking for them all to be charged if the situation was turned around? Could you imagine black police officers doing this to some white family and how white America would feel about this? This is how we know we live in the worst freaking racist system on the planet. And then they have the gall to tell us, the natives of this world, of this planet, that we should go somewhere. No, you are the one that should be going somewhere. You are the cause of all the problems. You have been the cause of most all the problems. But I digress. So these devils say that the evidence is clear. This court has found that Corporal Ruby is entitled to qualified immunity, and therefore his shooting of Gaines was not unlawful. Now that is a lie. Of additional note, Norman's opinion deems the damages awarded to Gaines' family was, quote, as excessive and shocks the conscience. No, what is excessive and shocks the conscience is how you devils, you evil-ass creatures, have been getting away with killing black humanity. How you have gotten away with murdering black humanity. How you have gotten away with being unaccountable of your actions by murdering black life. You who have disrespected and trampled on the rights of American blacks, the descendants of slaves who built this country that you benefit from. You have allowed this evil system to marinate itself into what it is today. You'll never be great ever again until you become righteous. You don't even have that capacity. So, here we go with, it says, His decision came in response to post-trial motions filed by the county's attorneys. The court will grant a new civil trial as a result of this new opinion. Can you believe this shit, family? I don't know who Jane Miller is, but it says that Jane Miller tweeted, "The judge's opinion is factually wrong and legally flawed in many respects. Justice was not done today." Attorney Ken Ravenel, who represents Korryn Gaines' young son Cody, who was wounded when Baltimore County police officer shot his mother, on judge's decision to vacate $37 million award. What's a damn shame is that the son was even affected by this greatly, and this so-called justice system can't even see right to do the right thing, even by the son. This is a disgrace for all Americans. White Americans, you have nothing to say. I have no words for you at all. You need to address these issues and quit addressing black people and what we're saying about it. Address these racist issues. Stop addressing us. We don't care what you have to say about us. Address these issues, and then maybe we'll have an open ear to what you have to say. And so, black people, we are not immune to how the so-called justice system works. When it deals with black cases, the judge has a discretion to leave in certain evidence and throw out certain evidence. They orchestrate these court decisions every damn day. And these white racists have the gall, the nerve, the audacity to come to our channels telling us about anything. They don't even know how their damn crooked ass system works, but yet they're too busy in our comments trying to tell us anything. You guys have a lot of damn nerves, and that's why I'm not having it on my channel at all. So, J. Wendell Gordon, an attorney for Gaines' family, expressed his intention to appeal and revive legal issues the jury was denied the opportunity to consider due to Norman dismissed them prior to trial. Quote, "It's devastating to a certain extent," he said, "but they're a very faithful family. It's not over. Justice was not done today," Kenneth Ravenel, who represents Korryn's son Cody, who was shot twice during the standoff with police, said in a statement. "We will appeal on behalf of young Cody Gaines. We will have more to say in the near future." So, family, for your reference, you can review some of these talking points here on how they broke this down. So, family, lastly, according to Baltimore County Police spokesperson Corporal Sean Benson, Ruby remains a member of their police department. Do you hear this shit? It's just so foul and disgusting. But anyways, quote, "Nobody told us the road would be easy. I don't believe God brought us this far to leave us," Gordon told the reporter. "This case is by no means over. We will fight to the finish to preserve the jury's verdict and restore justice to the family." Well, I hope their lawyers are as good, or damn near as good, as Johnny Cochran was. I hope they do exactly what they say. But in this racist ass system that we are currently under, that has nothing to do with righteousness or justice, it's an evil freaking system. Until we break it and rip it apart and overhaul it, we are not going to seek or get justice the way we deserve. This country is not about justice, and the people running it are all criminals. And I mean criminals with a capital C. This is Guru at Black Talk Radio, the new black media. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.